Welcome everyone to the Moisky News for April 2nd, 2020. Today we're not going to be talking about the Michelob Ultra virus. No, actually, we have something different for once. I can hear you all celebrating. We're going to talk about anti-Semitism in the Labour Party. There you go, there's all the cheering gone. The Board of Deputies of Jews wants the new Labour leader to resolve all anti-Semitism cases within 4 months. The new leader will be announced quietly on Saturday, which is exciting. We finally get some progress within the shadow cabinet. The board president wants a working relationship with the new leader so as to best resolve this at an expedient rate, with her also indicating that words need to translate to action. It should be noted that Jeremy Corbyn has said many times that his party opposes all forms of racism and that they will do anything to stamp it out. To deal with the anti-Semitism, he got Shami Chakrabarti, who has now been proven to have done nothing. In fact, ignored much. She sits in the House of Peers. What a lofty position for someone who did nothing. Very appropriate at the same time. And he did, to give Jeremy some credit, beef up anti-Semitism policy. However, he and his party at the time were not in alignment with the international definition of anti-Semitism, which there is an argument he could have been right on in the first place, as it was quite a restrictive policy, and he does have people within his own cabinet that are self-confessed Zionists. Richard Bergen being the most notable, as he is currently running for deputy leader of the Labour Party. The list can include whether the party did enough against Naz Shah, who liked and shared ideas that said we'll move Israel to somewhere in the middle of America. Other MPs and party members that attacked Jewish members or MPs for being Jewish, because the party was moving more hardline socialist and the stereotype of Jews having all the money was certainly thrown out. So it is still up in the air whether or not Jeremy Corbyn did enough, or if his own history, the meeting with Hezbollah, sharing platforms with people who worked with, ISIS, regardless of spin with that history, it's all up in the air as to whether or not it is against him. Now, the Board of Deputies has come up with a list of 10 pledges, we can call them demands as well if you want, which it wants all candidates to sign up to. These would include an internal disciplinary process that would be independent from the party. This is because of the failure of Shami Chakrabarti, along with settling all outstanding anti-Semitism cases by a set deadline. Ms. van der Zyl, the Board of Deputies president, has indicated that her clear timetable of action for resolving cases within 4 months would help Labour work to repair itself and once again become a place where Jews feel welcome, with her calling on the party to closely look at a number of areas when it came to anti-Semitism, which included the leader of the opposition's office, Labour's headquarters, the National Executive Committee and the Shadow Cabinet, saying that many of the most egregious examples of anti-Semitism had come from grassroots members of the party, and she expected the new leader to put in disciplinary measures for whole branches of Labour, as well as individuals to ensure swift action. It should now be said that all candidates have committed to implementing the recommendations of an ongoing inquiry into this issue by the Equality and Human Rights Commission, or the EHRC, who are due to publish a report this year on whether the party unlawfully discriminated against Jews and allowed harassment and victimization to take place against them. Now would be a good time to remind everyone that during the general election, which Corbyn still thinks he won, which is amazing, Jeremy Corbyn was forced to apologise for his party's failing on This Morning, which is a TV show in the United Kingdom that runs from 9 to midday or something. It's trash. But he had to apologise because Philip Schofield, one of the hosts, badgered him very well and got a response. However, it is worth recognising now that was far too late. The problem with Jeremy Corbyn as a leader was that it didn't matter what he did, because of the number of times he tried to do something good and it backfired spectacularly, that was always going to be against him. Whether it be trying to reach peace with Hezbollah and Hamas by arranging a meeting, whether it be trying to show sympathy towards the IRA under certain circumstances, whether it be sharing platforms with people who had connections to ISIS. His intentions, while remaining, let's say, noble in one aspect of trying to achieve peace, backfired when he was leader because nobody could spin it as positive when the optics were all wrong. Oh, and the fact that he wanted Russia to give evidence, or get a sample of the Novichok, so they could confirm it came from them, because Russia are totally trustworthy. Although I do agree we needed something from Russia, but when have they ever played ball with anyone? With this, I'm very much interested to know what you think, so please do let me know in the comments down below. As a final thing, I'm going to be streaming on the Irate Alex channel tonight. He's doing a charity stream. I will link his channel in the description and the pinned comment down below. Please consider swinging by. It's for a good cause. Thank you.